Success is a process, not a destination. Success is a process, not a destination. There is a silent pressure that follows many young people today. It wakes up with them in the morning, sits beside them in classrooms, follows them into offices, and stays with them late at night while they stare at the ceiling, wondering whether they are doing enough. Society tells young people to move faster. Families often hope for stability, achievement, money, status, and recognition. Social media constantly shows people the highlight reels of strangers who seem to be winning at life before the age of 25. Somewhere in the middle of all this noise, many young people slowly forget how to breathe. They forget that life is not a race. They forget that being alive is more important than looking successful. And most importantly, they forget that success is not a destination. It is a process of becoming. The Roman emperor and philosopher Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Even after thousands of years, his words still feel deeply personal to modern youth. Marcus was not speaking to people who lived peaceful and simple lives. He himself carried enormous pressure. He ruled an empire, faced wars, betrayal, illness, and endless responsibilities. Yet despite all of that, he constantly reminded himself to remain calm, aware, and connected to what truly matters. That lesson feels especially important today. Many young people spend their entire youth chasing achievements without ever asking themselves why they are running so fast. They wake up early, work long hours, study until exhaustion, answer messages immediately, and sacrifice sleep just to feel productive. Slowly, life becomes a checklist instead of an experience. They become so focused on climbing the mountain that they forget to look around and appreciate the view. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." At first, this quote sounds heavy, maybe even frightening, but hidden inside it is an important truth. Life is temporary, so do not waste it trying to become someone society approves of, while ignoring your own soul. A young person can work 16 hours a day and still feel empty. Why? Because humans are not machines. We are not designed only to produce results. We are designed to live, learn, connect, fail, heal, and grow. There are many young people today who are exhausted before they even reach 30 years old. They have money, but no peace. They have careers, but no memories. They know how to survive, but they no longer know how to enjoy life. Some are afraid to rest because they think slowing down means failure. Others feel guilty whenever they are not working. But growth does not only happen inside offices or classrooms. Growth also happens when you travel somewhere unfamiliar and realize how small your worries are compared to the world. Growth happens when you sit alone in a cafe and reflect on your emotions. Growth happens when you read books, meet different people, listen to stories, make mistakes, and experience heartbreak. Growth happens when you allow yourself to truly live. Albert Einstein once said, "The only source of knowledge is experience." That sentence alone explains why young people should not rush blindly toward success without exploring the world around them. Knowledge is not only found in textbooks. Wisdom is built through observation, failure, conversations, silence, and time. Imagine a young man working endlessly because he wants to prove himself to his family. Every day he wakes up exhausted, drinks coffee to stay awake, and tells himself he will rest later. He ignores his health. He stops talking to friends. He no longer watches sunsets or notices the changing seasons. He believes suffering automatically guarantees success. Years later, he finally achieves the position he wanted. But when he looks back, he realizes he skipped the entire journey. He became successful in the eyes of society while becoming disconnected from himself. This is the danger of modern ambition. Marcus Aurelius warned against becoming trapped by external validation. He wrote, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." Modern society teaches young people to constantly compare themselves with others. Someone else earns more money. Someone else buys a house earlier. Someone else becomes famous faster. But comparison destroys peace because there will always be someone ahead of you. The problem is not ambition itself. Ambition can be beautiful. The problem begins when ambition becomes your identity. A healthy young person should dream big, work hard, and pursue meaningful goals. But they should also remember that their value does not disappear simply because they are still learning. A person is not worthless because they move slowly. A flower does not bloom faster just because someone